How are you? Hope you're doing pretty well. Get your stingers out. It's Pisces season. Okay, I'm just kidding. So yeah, let's see what's going on for Scorpio, the biggest flirts of all the zodiacs. We know it. Y'all are like, let me know. I would never. That's my personality. I see you. Alright, so what's going on for Scorpio? Very nice. We have a leader. So we have Grace Tall, utilitarian, organized, and intimidating. I like that. You've got an intimidating aura about you. You know, that means that you have strong leadership skills. If people feel intimidated by your presence, right, or your intelligence, or your abilities, right, and with the Andromedans, right, focusing on your, like, autonomy, your free will, and your manifestations, I say that you're kind of a powerful motherfucker. I like it. Autonomy, like, and free will, those are important as fuck. Like, you know, feeling like, you know, nobody else has power over you and, you know, yourself, what you want to do, who you choose to be. I really like that energy. It's kind of like you're really focused on this, like building, you know, like, you're really focused on your manifestations and what you're building, right? But you also want personal freedom in it. And whatever it is that you're building or pursuing, it's like you need that personal freedom. It's part of who you are. So we're gonna use the gold deck. And I'm sorry, I'm getting over a sinus infection, so I'm all stuffy. We have the Tower as the first card that I can see, which tells me that, like, this is kind of past energy, right? That's how I perceive it. The first energy out is, like, your recent past, like, something you've gone through, something that felt like life was collapsing, right? And I see these people escaping a tower, right? That's falling apart. So, you know, you may feel like you had to go through a lot, you know, and this is something that I feel you think on. We have Three of Wands. Could have been a third party situation too that kind of like created like this tower for you. Or if it's not a third party situation, it could have been like something you were waiting on. With the Queen of Cups in reverse, which is your energy, Queen of Water, right? Scorpio. I want to clarify these. I want to know exactly, like, the context. So, Three of Wands. there could have been like insecurities that came out of this, right? Something that makes it hard for you to like really balance out your emotions, or like maybe, you know, somebody that you loved betrayed you, and like it's really fucking with your head on some level, or like you feel like you just feel like a little different about the situation. I don't know, like, who the third party was, if there was a third party, but what I do feel though is this energy of like, it changed the energy of something. With the Five of Swords in reverse, it's like not wanting to fight about it, not wanting conflict, just kind of like conflict avoidant with the Emperor, right? Because you don't see them as a bad person, right? You see them as like a strong leader. They could be their own boss or be a boss of some sort, right? Emperors are higher ranking, so it's like, yeah. But with this energy, it's like you see him as, or her, or they, or whatever. I'm just seeing it as I see it, right? You see this person as very strong, very like a good person, right? Like a strong leader and a good person, somebody who normally has integrity. So what is the Three of Wands? The Star. Aquarius energy. What I'm seeing here with, it's like, it could have been somebody that, I'm gonna get another clarifier. Yeah. With the Page of Cups in reverse and the Star, it's almost like yeah, there could have been like some like extra person. You know, somebody, there could have been some cheating. I don't know who did the cheating, but it feels like that. The Page of Cups in reverse, it's like they didn't keep doing it, right? It was just like an opportunity, or something happened. It was like being caught up in the moment with the Star card. It's like, you know, when things are like glitzy and sparkly, and you know, you feel a little like dancing in the moonlight kind of shit, you know? It's like, it looks like something happened, right? And it's something that, like, that sucks. Doesn't feel like there was malintent, but, like, is there ever, you know? It's one of those situations. Humans are just fucking humans sometimes. It's disgusting. With the Four of Pentacles, this person is like self-made, right? He's coming off as like very financially stable, I guess is a good way to put it. So somebody who's like rolling in dough, right? This is somebody that you ain't messing with no broke. That's what I'm saying, right? Or they, or whatever. You could flip flip the script if you need to. You know who you are in the story. With the Magician showing up here, I see like resourcefulness. But also I see an illusionist, right? Illusionists create illusions, right? They create lies. So that looks like magic, right? So it's like the left hand never knows what the right hand's doing, and it's kind of like there could be some deceitfulness with like this masculine energy because the Magician is a masculine, right? That's what I'm seeing here together, you know. And I feel like with the Queen of Cups in reverse, it's like intuitively, I feel like you're picking up on stuff, or you're feeling stuff. You're feeling some kind of way. Like maybe you feel like they're hiding something. That could be it. Seven of Swords, lying, cheating, stealing. That's what that card represents. Yeah, you feel like somebody created an illusion, and there's a lot of deception here. There's also a lot of stability with them, right? And that's the hard part when you have so much stability, and it's kind of like, how do you handle that situation? That's spirit. Bro. Strength. That's how you handle it. You gotta tap into your strength. And you gotta do what your intuition is guiding you to do. Right? That's how you get through this situation. Just be brave. You don't have to make any snap decisions now, because I guarantee you, if something's not meant to work out, spirit will make sure it does not work out, right? You won't have to be the one to end it, you know, if that's the case, right? If it is supposed to work out, it would, but it doesn't look that way, right? I'm not being definitive in either way because there are decisions to be made there. But getting the Magician with the Seven of Swords here and the Queen of Cups in reverse, I feel you having kind of a change of heart about your situation and kind of feeling like, you know what the fuck? And this is interesting, because in the Strength card, you see this feminine has an eternity symbol over her head. And in the Magician card, the masculine has an eternity symbol over its head. Which tells me that this could be a karmic relationship, like you guys have done this in a past life. That's why they feel familiar. That's why it's hard to let go. That's why, because you've done this before. Probably millions of times. Probably the exact same way. Who knows? But yeah. Six of Pentacles. With the Hanged Man in reverse. One of the options is to not let the obstacle be an obstacle, right? That doesn't necessarily, it's kind of like saying, like, because with the Six of Pentacles, this is somebody who, like, pays the bills, right? Somebody who balances things out. Somebody who creates, like, a good foundation, right? There's financial interdependence here, right? And it's kind of like saying, like, a lot more would be lost if, like, it's like you have to make a decision, okay? Or eventually the decision will be made for you. Like, is that worth staying? Have you survived worse? Can you survive worse? Because if you know that, and you know how strong you are, why would you be afraid? You know people have your back, you know things will work out. But the Hanged Man in reverse, it's like saying the obstacle is the way. You know, like Ryan Holiday said, the obstacle is the way. And the only things that hold you back are what you perceive. You know, if you don't perceive that as something that can hold you back, if you know that you can make it on your own, you know, why tolerate that kind of disrespect? You know, like, honestly, because that's ultimately what I feel lying, cheating, stealing is a lot of fucking disrespect. You know, polyamorous couples can do pretty well for themselves, right? Because there's no lying, right? Therefore, it's not cheating, and there's no, like, fear and insecurity, you know, in that. It's kind of, it's nice, because love shouldn't be possessive, right? I'm not polyamorous, but I'm just saying, I get it. Polyamory is an option here. But I'm just saying, like this just looks like something that emotionally you're kind of like struggling with. And you're a strong fucking person. I see that. Kind of feeling like it's almost like the illusion of being trapped, because you know deep down you'll be okay if you did walk away, right? It's also this other part, right? The part that your heart doesn't want to walk away, right? Your heart's not done with the situation. I feel that, like, over time, eventually, the heart can only take so much, you know, and will only take so much. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The ancestors don't approve of this person. That's what it's saying. And you'll notice it because you're gonna feel like here's one way that I always know when I'm on my path, right? Or when I'm veering. Because when I start veering off my path, then I start having, like, a lot of bad, like, stupid shit happen, right? It's like feeling cursed. Like, everything goes wrong, you know, and then everything's a mess, and then you're like, fuck, what do I do? You know? And that's usually the way our ancestors let us know, well, you've gone too far down the wrong fucking road, and you need to turn around now, you know? It's kind of also like saying, like, your abundance isn't in people that would lie to you or hurt you in that way, or, you know, it's like, it kind of reminds me of this quote I saw the other day on the internet, and it said, Um, I guarantee you that 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 boy that's making you cry right now is not your soulmate, right? Because it's like it wouldn't feel like that. There would be no fear, doubt, or insecurity, right? How it's an easy way to discern if somebody's actually for you, right? Because like if they're not for you, like you're gonna know it. You're gonna feel insecure. You're gonna feel like you're gonna question yourself. There's gonna be a lot of doubt. There's gonna be a lot of, all kinds of things. And it's like, but if you're in the right connection, you're gonna feel confident and comfortable and at ease with them, and things will just flow. You'll be in a flow state with them. Four of Swords tells me that right now it's time for you to like really focus on your self-care. All right? Where you invest love is where love goes. When you invest love in yourself, you become a magnet for abundance, right? In all forms, right? Like it makes you more attractive to people, it makes you more attractive to money, it makes you, in networking and all kinds of things. So it's really saying like do your self-care stuff, you know? Really do the things that make you feel good about you. Um, Focus on your confidence right now. Um, because that's part of where your strength comes from. Six of Swords in reverse tells me you don't walk away from this. Like you make that decision, or you've made that decision. You've been in your head about it. You've thought it through. You don't actually want to walk away from it. Well, then you accept it, you know? And I know that sounds harsh, but that's actually it. It's like, if you don't walk away from it, you're accepting it. And if you accept it, love it for what it is, Love it for what it is. It doesn't have to fall apart, You guys can learn to work within this, It's not super uncommon, unfortunately. Um, but it's really gonna take a lot of like, you're just, there's parts of this cycle that's just not done. It's just not done. There's still some things. Even if that sucks, like usually my advice is like run, get away from that fucker. Da, 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 da. That's my advice. What I'm seeing in the cards though is that it's not that simple. Because you do see him as like a good person, like not like abusive or like, not like a bad person. Like they make mistakes and their mistakes hurt you. But ultimately, it's like, I don't feel like I hate them. I feel like it just hurt, it's disappointing, and it sucks. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Earth energy, which tells me Right now is a good time to ground yourself, right? Really get into feeling grounded. Focus on your money. Focus on your hustle. This is Queen Pin energy, right? This is a hustler. And it's kind of like saying, give yourself no reasons to tolerate anything you would never want to tolerate. So, if that means building your own empire, and having your own money, and creating your own things, then at least you're staying for your heart and not because of any external thing, right? Because if you're staying for your heart and because the cycle needs to finish itself out or needs to go through the cycle, because sometimes it is that. It just needs time to go through the cycle. If that's the case, still focus on yourself with the Four of Swords and with the Queen of Pentacles. Focus on building yourself up. Focus on your empire. Make that the forefront of your mind, right? And don't even sweat the other shit. Don't even sweat it because you ain't got time to sweat it because you're booked and busy now. You got shit to do. Eight of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Tells me you don't want to walk away from something that you've invested so much of yourself into. Right? I get that. Stay for the right reasons. Don't stay for money. You can make money. Right? Stay because you want to stay. Or don't if you don't. But ultimately, do it for what you actually want, Two of Swords tells me you could be like defensive about getting hurt. You don't want to get hurt. You're very guarded in that sense. It's almost easier to just kind of be blind, turn a blind eye to it, right? She's got a blindfold on. And it's kind of like saying, like, it's almost better to not see it, to not acknowledge it, to not say shit about it. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like there could be divine intervention on a situation where you're kind of like forced to see it, or you're forced to like face it head on in some way, and but this is part of like tapping into your strength and like overcoming that. Just whatever you choose to do it with the right reasons, for the right reasons. Kaladara. When hope is lost and a way forward cannot be sensed, Kali's love will find a way. If the path does not yet exist, then it shall be created. If you cannot see or feel how you can move from where you are to where you want to be, Kali's wisdom and grace will manifest at the perfect time to provide what is needed. And yeah, that's pretty much what I have for you. Namaste. I love you guys, and I'll catch you later.